In this video, let's take a sneak peek at importing point nodes from Eagle Point files. Eagle Point was used years ago. Some of you have got lots of DGN or DWG files that you created in Eagle Point, and you've got survey points in those files that you want to bring out or extract. Let's take a look at how to do that. So I've imported a DGN file into a drawing here in Traverse PC. I just called it drawing 1. There are no points or data in this survey currently, but I can take a look at the drawing data for that drawing and expand the layers. So these are the levels in the DGN file. And I got familiar with this pretty quick, seeing that it looks like the points that I want are on this level 1. So let's go and expand that. And sure enough, we can see that each point in that DGN file created a group with these 5 objects. So 2 lines and then 3 labels, which are the point label, the point description, and the point elevation. And if we open up each of these lines, they each have the same starting and ending X value, Y value, and Z value. So that was probably the convention Eagle Point used to identify that this is a survey point. And in fact, Traverse PC will use that coordinate value as the insert point for that survey point. So I'm going to just tell Traverse PC that I want to delineate this particular group in the drawing. So it's point 401, we're assuming. And if we look over here, do you see I've got a selection down here? So let's zoom in on that and be a little tighter down here. And I'm going to turn that delineation off now. So here are the Eagle Point point nodes. And the one we selected was 401. So 401 start elevation 0. When we come back over here, 401 start elevation 0. So we want to bring these point nodes into Traverse PC. So I'm going to collapse this level. I'm going to right click it and just say convert to survey. So this is Traverse PC's convention to say I've got CAD information, in this case from a DGN file, and I want to convert that to survey. So we're converting the Eagle Point nodes here, but I could just as easily convert anything on a layer. Polylines, lines, block references, whatever. It's real important then for me to come in and say, I want to put these into Traverse and identify that Traverse. I'm going to say nodes. I'm going to select a format of coordinates because I just need to see the coordinates of these values. And I'm going to use a drawing settings called imported points to determine how to draw those. And then this is the secret down here. I want to enable the Eagle Point nodes. We just need to change the spelling on that to Eagle Point nodes. So make sure this is turned on. And when I choose OK, Traverse PC is going to do all those conversions. So let's see what we got. In our points manager, we now have all of those Eagle Point points brought in. So here's point 1 DOT, point 2 cross. If we drop down to that point 401, here's point 401. Remember, it was start and those coordinates that we saw for the line endpoints. Now, I'm probably going to want to do this. Probably going to want to go into the drawing settings, and I'm just going to turn off that layer, that level 1. So let's just turn that off. And I wanted to do that because I see that 514 is in a different level. So level 40 has some points in it. Let's see what it's got. So let's expand level 40. And I see here's a group, and here's a group. So let's go ahead and do the same thing for level 40. Let's right click, convert to survey, and I'm going to add these or append those to that Traverse I did earlier. And let's go ahead and do the imported points. Make sure Eagle Point nodes is turned on, and let's convert those as well. And I'll just turn that level off. Okay, so all of the points that we imported from the Eagle Point also ended up in a Traverse called nodes. Okay, and this count may differ because each time Traverse PC encountered that particular point as an Eagle Point node, it created a Traverse point. It didn't duplicate the survey points. So I've got the survey point numbers that match the Eagle Point, but the Traverse can have a few extra in it. Okay, do you see those same points here? Let's drop into the drawing settings for this Traverse. And let's tell it to, in addition to drawing the point label, draw the descriptions and elevations. Let's make those just a little smaller like that and choose OK. So here are all of our Eagle Point nodes brought into Traverse PC as survey points. Here's all the points. This traverse is drawing them for us, and it's drawing the point symbol at the location that point was inserted. And we told it to also draw the label, the description, and the elevation for each point. And now I'm ready to use these survey points inside a Traverse PC or export them to Civil 3D or whatever I would choose to do. And I'm able to access that Eagle Point point node data from those old Eagle Point files.